toli no bonona degbe na mfang efli nwa Kooro fini mba dega bwa sukura Kooro
yo
mpo jam ko huna
yeah
te na wa Kooro nar
yeah na da bule wo
mpo jam ko huna de te ndia dankwa dia
yeah
ke ba wona chegene ngabo dankwa dia no mwa meye obadu one onomoroma
yeah
ase fini dega bwa balemedu
Manhene da bule wa
kengo meni elongoro Kooro no
yeah
fini ti ba ko me ba no ntabre dankwa dia tena kompa
yeah
alole ke blan lete ke ba ko tebe ngo ncha dege mane bwa
yeah
anumanta ntigo te dege mane bwa
longo Kooro da bule wa
abadenwa ne dankwa dia no moroma ya ka chemu de bulu ya denwa
yeah
ke swame sungi hiya mpo ya jande iba sukra lawe bambile
na da bule wo
ase de potinge ne
yeah
ase ya de gbela ukasie
yeah
me sungi ya de bre bulwani ke ngo ntingo nyingi Ghana brona yanka munta
ko hona
hitakapo de chame ase ya ta ya balala puwa banumoni ti ya na banumoni
yeah
mro chebo de bre de sungi hiya kengo negrala hibe ande nupa
da bule wo
fini hinna Kooro nar ba le de ba sung habona
yeah
age Kooro nar no ba nan jigere la
kula
ase hi pomula de kausie
yeah
ba gibo kengo mene longoro Kooro
ko hona
anwanta me sung hiya
ya wo mo tole
he lo de bua
yeah
jime kengo mene longoro Kooro
ko hona
ka te tola we be lole kuro ya nwanwa finite nde yire
aka ko da ba
ase mo ka me sung hiya
yeah
nera ha tinga ne
yeah
bala ha tinga ne ni yala de bani tole
da bule wo
bani baja me sung hiya kengo hide nyini metina bala ba baja la hinyin ba ko huna
yeah
de ka ke ande ba ya chai de gi ya de bwela ukasi anyin kengo hinna na tinga ne hebro ba na kengo ne mfale o fankan le maka
yeah
ne mfale o fan chegemeka hebro ba ngombe ngo na asuba sino o la fan de chegre la o gelo na wa men chege pa o ba de ba pume de wa ya wa penpon kasinte en mata le sino hiya heller go wala le ase yabwa tume krowi
na nwa so
fini ma so ga nselio jenge loku are emeke nwi baby boko wayo done yare ba wano eno bakpo mfotore de ko perle kenta pere bwa nera kala dadagrita
yeah
bani kekera hiba de ba wombe ngo hijeme bani ire nyike ka puba yo ngo hegel in yalla ma kwa te de photo la utalo dia utare
yeah
nge mboda bila ba la photo la yutenga yuta mbanga tala
utapa banga bi
bakwa de hayaw fini ya sogado hinna na wenyini ba babuno
yeah
ngapu
eko
Ritie power sound
dele na waja nda soge hiya kunya de nyin la ala kro wi nyin anumanta hiya kro wi poku me de wa wira ha nyina lawo kere de kwaru eduweri
yeah
anumanta de ite ara wi na kwa ke bakọ me bana ite kwa be he kwa me eduweri te ya
ko hona
ase de gbela ge okasi mo mbol nwa ba de batunela
yeah
me soge hiya ase mbla ma kwanti do ase fini do age kara osono na kro wi gen ono nta kwanti do won na kro wi be wona na kro wi ro de po kara ro teme awla topre na la ba kemela me yira he sombla
da bule wa
me goyele de pere almanta ibe gi haya ni won bo wa lo tulela he na ka ngo ma goyele de po pe kro wi
yeah
e jibe pe ya kame ajibe ko so jeke ase de noa nananom yeru achama
yeah
honorable MC
yeah
woni wo mpanyimfo nyina
yeah
yeru ya chama ase dunketia
yeah
mesramo a we de mesramo mashanya nkopon obi se onyame mankunimdie ya media
yeah
na ye beyi me kire e wo dwayi mu a na tujum ba ku bi mayi nyankopon aye Enti se me tojom no a mama nka se na na etojom.
Na na
Yakopɔ mo nyina.
Na na be
Wa wunim ko na wa boa me.
Yeah.
Eno nti ansana me de omampanyi me nkrasem ato wanim no.
Yeah.
Na tojom na asa. Na madam Nyankopɔn ase. Ansana asem na akoso.
Yeah.
Anu onyanka Nyankopɔn Yesu me no na mwa misro. Ahemo he me body na chire oman. Yesu ni awaye Yesu ohini asidanka wo nyame meyi wa yeda mede be mawo makuma yi ye wodia mede be mawo osahi Yesu mede be mawo makuma ye wodia mede be mawo makuma ye wodia mede be mawo osahi Yesu mede be mawo makuma ye wodia mede be mawo. Amen.
Amen. Na jane bola.
Your Excellency, Mr. President,
You.
represented by the Municipal Chief Executive,
Yeah.
Nana Chairman, Nana General Chairman, I said Dunketia,
Yeah.
Nana Nom, Head of Departments,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to celebrate a very historic milestone in the annals of the Mo State. You may recall that about 23 years ago, the Mo State lost its overlord, Nana Kwaku Dankwa II. May his soul rest in peace. Since then, the quest to install a new chief for the Mo State has been very elusive, characterized with litigations and unending legal cases. Thankfully, none lost his or her life through the barrel of the gun, as we all appreciated the value of life and understood that we are one people who need not settle our differences with violence, but through the legal system. I therefore want to use this opportunity to congratulate all factions involved in the Mo chieftaincy case for not using violence, but choosing to use the legal system to settle their differences. Congratulations once again. We thank God that the over 23 years legal banter was finally resolved by the National Peace Council, for which reason we are here today to witness the outdooring of my good self, Nana Kwakwu Dankwa III, as Paramount Chief of Mo State. We are very much aware that some of us who did not get the verdict going our way may not be happy with the decision of the mediation team. But you will also agree with me that we cannot continue to hold the larger Mo people to ransom with our differences. The battle must end somewhere for us to all unite and rebuild and reconstruct the Mo State, to restore it back to its past glories. It is the light of this that the work done by the mediation team is welcoming and highly appreciated. I am therefore calling all such people who are aggrieved to set aside their grievances and join us to rebuild a better Mo State for our people. Your Excellency, Nana Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, considering the fact that the long outstanding legal tussle have had on the development and image of our people, it is about time we all throw in the towel and to say to ourselves, enough is enough and never again. At the moment, let me say for the sake of Momane that there was no victor or vanquish in the legal case. We must learn to forgive and rebuild trust among ourselves once again. We must learn to do away with the misunderstanding and the bickering and name calling and foster ahead as one people to reconstruct and regenerate the most for development and also for the achievement of the freer society. For the good book says, united we stand, divided we fall. It is for this reason that the planners of the occasion carefully choose the theme for this event as restoring hope after over 2 decades of legal tussles through reconciliation. The choice of the theme could not have been better chosen as such a term as this, as it appropriately and closely mirrors the terms in which we find ourselves. I dare say that we need to bury our differences and to give reconciliation a chance. I will do everything possible within my reach to bring on board our brothers and sisters at the other side to join in the rebuilding of Manhene. I am therefore by this extending an olive branch to them to make the reconciliation possible. I commend the planners of this occasion for their foresight and aptness in choosing the theme. There are many issues confronting us as a people, ranging from poverty, illiteracy, and hardship for which we must all put our shoulders to the wheel to overcome. This we cannot for the least disappoint our people. The Mo State went into a recession for over 23 years, and we must lead the way in the recovery process. We must raise to the task of rebuilding what was lost to division and disunity. We must live without malice and charity for all, as was once said by Abraham Lincoln of the United States of America. Fellow kinsmen, ladies and gentlemen, it is not for nothing that we find ourselves in center of Ghana. We have been strategically positioned to be torch bearers and binding force for the country, and we cannot afford to let this golden opportunity given to us by the Almighty God elude us by virtue of our division and mistrust. We have to remember who we are and what we have in common as a people, and hold on to it as one people with a common destiny. Let us take up the mantle and the challenge of rebuilding a solid Mo State to restore hope for our people, for Manhene is looking up to us. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we are happy to see you grace this occasion with your presence. We equally want to thank you for the many development projects your government has initiated within the Kintampo municipality. Worthy of mention at the moment is the court complex and others that time will not allow me to enumerate. That, not with that understanding, Mr. President, like Oliver Trace, we still have to ask for more for our people. It is a no fact, Mr. President, that the people in the Kintampo area are known to be farmers. The farmers in this area cultivate crops such as yam, cassava, maize, including 3 crops like mango and cashew. Unfortunately, however, our road network is nothing to write home about, thus making it possible to cut our farm produce from the farm gate to market centers for sale. Our farmers most of the time suffer farm gate post-harvest loss due to the bad nature of our roads. Mr. President, we particularly want to bring to your attention the Coronation in Traban Road, who should have been the shortest link to the Mo areas, but for its unmotorability. We also want to mention the Kintampo Busema Road and the completion of the Kintampo New Longro roads. We will not also forget to mention the Kintampo Township. People cannot boast of a single good road linking any of its communities. Successive government, including the NPP government, has promised to give us our share of good roads, but sorry to say, we are yet to see it. We are therefore appealing to you, Mr. President, to help shape and tie our roads for us. We want to be part of Ghana, Mr. President. We also want to call for restructuring the Kintampo Municipal Hospital for it to be able to stand on its feet to deliver quality health care for the people in municipality. Mr. President, you are not oblivious of the many motor accident cases that occur on the Kintampo, Tamale, and Kintampo Tichman roads, the victim of which end up the Kintampo Hospital. We therefore want to request for the state-of-the-art health facility to cater for accident victims and the people within the municipality and beyond to ensure that the people who visit the hospital are served well. In this era of information technology, Mr. President, my people in more areas still find it difficult accessing information and making quality calls as a result of poor network quality. We will therefore be grateful and thankful if you could intervene for the telecos to improve on their respective network service in our communities. As we cannot live without water, we cannot also end this speech without mentioning the difficulties our people encounter accessing quality water. Most of the people travel for many kilometers to access water. Your government's intervention is needed in this regard. Mr. President, we have land and water facility for irrigation services that, if we are assisted, can help reduce the poverty levels in our communities. The Wowo River and its surrounding lands are potential for poverty alleviation. We are ready to collaborate with government to assist our people do dry season farming using irrigation. Once again, we want to welcome you, Mr. President, to this occasion. May the Almighty God bless us as a people. Long live the money, long live Kintampo, long live Ghana.